Okay, so we're diving deep into Miller's Girl today.
Yeah.
This erotic thriller, it's got everyone talking, and I know a lot of you have been asking for this.
Yeah, this film, it's really something else, not just your typical thriller, you know? It's stirring up all kinds of debate, which is, I think, what makes it so interesting.
Exactly. We're going to break down what we've found, why it's so divisive, and why people just can't stop talking about it. So if you haven't seen Miller's Girl, well, it revolves around this high school student, Cairo.
Uh-huh.
Super bright, but she's also got this manipulative side, right?
Yeah.
And she gets entangled with her teacher, Jonathan Miller.
Right, and her writing assignments, they start to, like, blend fact and fiction. It gets kind of blurry.
Yeah, and that's where things get really interesting. It's not just a simple thriller, is it? It's got these deeper layers.
Oh, absolutely. Miller's Girl uses this whole student-teacher dynamic to explore these big themes, you know, like ambition,
Right.
power dynamics, the whole ethics thing. It makes you think about how far someone might go to get what they want, especially in a situation like that.
Exactly. And the performances are amazing.
Yeah.
Jenna Ortega as Cairo, I mean, wow. She's just magnetic. You can see the intelligence, but there's this, like, coldness underneath. It's unsettling.
It's phenomenal, right? She pulls off this balance between being charming, but also kind of ruthless. And Martin Freeman as Miller, he's incredible, too.
Oh, yeah.
He portrays all of Miller's inner conflict so well, like he's really wrestling with his morals.
It's so compelling. And all of this feeds into the bigger conversation surrounding the film, right?
Right.
Some are praising how built it is, how psychologically complex it is. But others, well, they're bothered by the moral ambiguity. So what was your first take on it?
Honestly, it's easy to see both sides. Some people are saying the film almost normalizes manipulation, you know, but others see it as this commentary on, on consent.
Right.
Especially within creative relationships where those lines can be really blurry. It definitely makes you confront some uncomfortable truths about power, about the choices we make. It's provocative.
I was really struck by the visual aspects, the way they use light and shadow. Like Cairo, she's often in this warm light, very inviting. But Miller's always kind of in the shadows.
Oh, yeah, I noticed that too.
It's like a visual representation of their power dynamic, don't you think?
It's subtle, but it's so effective. The cinematography is masterful. It adds a whole other dimension to the story. You're not just watching it, you're feeling it. And the score, the music by Alyssa Samsel, it's so haunting.
Oh, yeah.
The strings, the melodies, they all build this constant sense of unease. Really gets under your skin.
It totally does. I mean, this film really made me think about times in my own writing where I've faced similar ethical dilemmas, you know. It makes you question those boundaries we set for ourselves, for our art. It's powerful stuff.
Yeah, and I think it's a testament to how strong the film is that it can spark that kind of introspection, you know. Miller's Girl sticks with you. You keep thinking about it long after it's over, and it forces you to re-examine your own views.
It definitely goes beyond just entertainment, that's for sure. It challenges how we see things, makes us confront truths that maybe we'd rather avoid.
Absolutely. And it leaves us with this question, this is the really thought-provoking question.
Sure.
Like, when you push boundaries, even in art, is there a responsibility to think about the ethical side of it? Or is the true power of art that it can go beyond those boundaries, that it can leave us grappling with these complex ideas of right and wrong? It's a tough one.
Yeah, it really makes you think.
It does.
Well, I think that's about all the time we have for today's deep dive, but wow, what a film. Miller's Girl. Everyone should check it out if they haven't already. It'll definitely get the conversation going.
Absolutely will.
Until next time.
See you then.